The war in Ukraine is still raging. June 15th, 2026. Russian soldiers thought they could move freely, on foot, across open ground, through fields, along roads. They were wrong. Ukraine's Paskuda battalion tracks every movement. A soldier breaks into a run across open terrain. An FPV drone is already behind him. There is no outrunning it. One by one, every position located, every movement tracked. No cover holds. No distance is enough. This is what happens when you move on Ukrainian soil, thinking no one is watching. Someone always is. And the drone is already in the air. An FPV drone waiting on the ground. Russian soldiers on motorbikes passing nearby. The drone lifts off. They never saw it sitting there. The most dangerous threat on this battlefield isn't always in the air. A Russian soldier crawling through open ground, exhausted, no cover, no support. The situation was already desperate. He spotted a puddle and started moving toward it. Ukraine's 414th UAS Brigade Magyar's birds had been tracking him the entire time. He reached the water. He started drinking, probably the first water he'd had in hours. That was the moment the FPV drone closed in. He never had a chance to stand up. An elderly Russian soldier, no weapon, uniform torn apart, crawling on the ground with nowhere to go. A Ukrainian FPV drone closes in and strikes, but doesn't detonate on impact. A few seconds of silence. Maybe he thought he had a chance? Then the drone went off. More Russian soldiers. Same story. Alone, exhausted, no clear objective, no support. Ukraine's 110th Air Assault Brigade drones are already watching. One by one, each position tracked, each soldier located. These aren't coordinated units pushing forward. These are men scattered across the battlefield with no direction and no cover. The drones find them anyway. It doesn't matter if they're moving or staying still, hiding or in the open. The result is the same. Supply routes, ammunition convoys, personnel, all moving toward the front. None of them made it. Ukraine's Black Sky unit sees everything. Trucks carrying equipment intercepted before they unload. Soldiers caught in the open. No cover, no counter, no way out. Wave after wave of drone strikes, each one finding its target. Russia keeps pushing resources forward. Fuel, ammunition, reinforcements. Black Sky keeps stopping them before they arrive. This isn't a single operation. This is a systematic dismantling of everything Russia needs to keep fighting. The front line doesn't collapse overnight. It starves, convoy by convoy, strike by strike. Two Russian soldiers moving through open terrain. As they walk, fiber optic drone cables catch around their feet. A detail that says everything. So many Ukrainian drones have operated in this area that the wires are literally covering the ground. Then they spot it. A surveillance drone above, tracking their every move. They run toward a destroyed armored vehicle, the only cover in sight. They crouch down and wait. Ukraine's 66th Mechanized Brigade was already responding. Munition drops, FPV drones closing in. The wreck they chose as cover became the target. Neither of them made it out. Southern Donetsk, a Russian soldier moving alone, heading toward a tree to rest. Ukrainian reconnaissance drones had already been tracking him. He had no idea. While the surveillance drone kept watching, an FPV drone was already in the air. As it closed in, he finally heard it. Ran straight into the bushes, tried to disappear. But in open daylight, there was nowhere to hide. The drone followed him in. Russian soldiers on motorbikes, choosing speed over cover, trying to move fast and stay unpredictable. It doesn't work. An FPV drone travels at 150 kilometers per hour. No motorbike on a battlefield outruns that. And unlike a vehicle with armor, a motorbike offers nothing. No protection, no cover, just speed. And speed alone was never going to be enough. A Russian fuel truck heading to the front, hit by a Ukrainian Bulava drone. The vehicle doesn't stop. It keeps moving, fully on fire, leaving a trail of flames stretching down the road behind it. Every liter of fuel on board, gone. The front line it was supposed to supply will be waiting. The delivery never arrives. A Russian soldier spotted in wooded terrain. A Ukrainian drone closes in. He looks up, sees it coming, and opens fire. Automatic weapon, multiple bursts, firing into the sky. Not a single shot connects. A drone moving at speed is not an easy target. He keeps firing. The drone keeps coming. Then the munition drops. A soldier who chose to fight the drone instead of finding cover. It wasn't a fair fight, and he knew it. A Russian Tu-22M3 strategic bomber, one of Russia's most capable long-range strike aircraft. Here, crashing into terrain in Russia's Irkutsk region. A multi-million-dollar aircraft reduced to wreckage on impact. Russia has a limited number of these. They are not easy to replace. Russian logistics on the move. A truck carrying soldiers, 2 more vehicles, a Bukhanka van, all heading to the front. Ukrainian drone operators tracked each one separately and struck them one by one. Fresh troops, supplies, reinforcements, none of them arrived. Russia keeps sending convoys forward. Ukraine keeps stopping them before they get there. Inside a Russian vehicle, moving toward the front. This is the last thing the crew sees. A Ukrainian FPV drone finds them. The vehicle burns. What was their transport is now a trap. Stranded, exposed, no way forward. Ukraine's 116th Mechanized Brigade locating a Russian position before it's even established. Soldiers, vehicles, equipment, all targeted before they can dig in. No fortification, no cover, no time to organize. Ukrainian drones reached them first. The position never had a chance to hold. A building in Lysychansk, Russian soldiers constantly moving in and out, supply trucks arriving. A staging point hiding in plain sight. Ukrainian forces were watching the entire time. A long-range drone strike, one explosion. The building, the soldiers inside, the supplies, all gone at once. Kharkiv region. Ukraine's Shkval Rapid Response Border Unit moving through Russian positions with drones. Shelters, bunkers, personnel, explosive devices, all targeted. This isn't a defensive operation. Ukrainian forces are going in, finding everything and leaving nothing behind. A group of Russian soldiers attempting to cross the border. No formation, no coordination, no plan. Ukraine's Heart Brigade was already waiting. The moment they moved, drones were in the air. The soldiers scattered in every direction. It didn't help. Each one tracked down separately. 23 taken out, 15 wounded. Not a single one reached their objective. They never fired a shot. This wasn't a battle. It was a failed crossing that ended before it started. A Russian military truck moving along a frontline road. An FPV drone cuts in front of it. The truck keeps moving. The driver doesn't react in time. The drone goes straight for the cab. No escort, no air defense, no protection. Supply vehicles moving through open roads like this are completely exposed. The drone operator knew exactly where to aim. A Ukrainian remote mine-laying operation. The lead vehicle hits the mine. One explosion, and the entire Russian assault column stops. No second attempt. No pushing through. The vehicles turn around and head back. An entire assault, abandoned before it reached its objective. One mine. One decision. Mission over. 9 Russian Shahed drones, all heading toward Ukrainian cities, civilian infrastructure, populated areas. Ukraine's Signum unit intercepted every single one. Not with air defense systems, with FPV drones. Drone versus drone in the night sky. Each Shahed taken down before it reached its target. 9 attempts to strike Ukrainian civilians. 9 failures. The battlefield isn't just on the ground anymore. Ukraine is fighting for the sky too, and winning it. A joint operation between Ukraine's Special Operations Center and the 422nd Luftwaffe unit. The target? A Russian Starlink signal jamming system. These aren't just electronic devices. They block Ukrainian communications, blind drone operators, cut coordination on the front line. Find one, destroy one, and Ukraine's battlefield network gets stronger. The drone found it. One strike. System down. A Ukrainian FPV drone moving carefully through tree cover, searching. Then it finds what it's looking for. A Russian artillery piece, camouflaged under the trees. It wasn't hidden well enough. What you just watched is happening every single day. Soldiers on foot, alone, exposed in open terrain. Motorbikes that can't outrun a drone traveling at 150 kilometers per hour. Trucks intercepted on roads they thought were safe. Supply convoys that never reach their destination. This is the daily reality across more than 1,200 kilometers of front line. And it plays out like this, in every sector, around the clock. The numbers reflect it. Logistics routes dismantled convoy by convoy. Reinforcements stopped before they reached their positions. Equipment destroyed before it ever fires a single shot. Analysts call the current situation a strategic stalemate. But what that doesn't capture is this. Russia is continuously sending men and resources forward, and Ukraine is stopping them before they arrive. Every truck, every soldier, every motorbike. The pressure isn't coming from one direction. It's coming from above, from the ground, from every angle at once. The front hasn't broken, but everything feeding it is being stripped away. And footage like this is why. If you made it this far, drop a comment. What stood out to you most?